150,
boy, oh boy.
160.
I mean, that's the last kind of play you would have figured would give the battalion any kind of
Klesla taking a high stick there. The momentum
Sure
changing, and Havel going after Josh Bennett. Amodeo in there dropping the gloves.
That was dumb. That was dumb. Havel, I mean, Josh doesn't mind dropping him and throwing him. That was just foolish. And Havel, well, he's not a midget. I mean, Bennett won't hesitate to drop the gloves and throw a few. And
no penalty coming from the high stick on Klesla. The referee, Small Eyes, watching him. He didn't see it, didn't raise his arm.
Got McClement and Eminger talking a little bit, but now you got Gagnon. And
now the Rangers have all their tough guys, agitators out there.
There are some guys who could, Amodeo, Bennett, Gagnon. There's some guys who don't mind dropping the gloves and throwing them. So now you've got two Rangers going to the box. But the original thing that started it, there was no call. So if it's just from that little scrum that you had just now, why are there not two Brampton Battalion players going to the penalty box too? Because the Ranger players weren't scrumming with themselves. So I just honestly, sometimes I'd love to get in a referee's head and find out what are you calling? You got Amodeo in the box and you've got Gagnon in the box. Now you've got Havel obviously going over. Gives the Ranger glove a shot. But you've got Havel going over to the... And you got Rusty Klesla still down, being attended to. Looks like he's going to be able to get up under his own steam. Now here's... No. Okay, it's a bit of a high stick from Amodeo. Okay, so that's definitely a penalty. But having said that's definitely a penalty, we didn't see referee Pat Smola with his arm up.
No.
When Amodeo first hit Klesla with the high stick, Pat Smola's arm did not go up to signify a penalty.
High stick, though, the linesman can talk to him with
this is true.
With that call.
That's true. The linesman can go over and. Now we've got Amodeo coming out of the box and heading over to the bench. So I don't know if he's been kicked out or what, or is he just going over to pick up his glove?
Maybe he didn't get a penalty. We'll have to see here. Maybe a misconduct. It would appear the Rangers are getting an extra 2 minutes.
Amadeo's coming over to the bench, and it looks like he's leaving the game. So, he's just going over the bench to talk to his coach. So, he doesn't look like he's leaving. Klesla's being helped off the ice. A little shook, but happily there's no blood anywhere. Although there is on the ice where he was hit, so he was bleeding. They just simply stemmed the blood. But he's not leaving. He's not going to the infirmary. He's sitting on the end of the bench being attended.
So it's Josh Bennett. The linesman did see it. He's getting 4 minutes for high sticking, and Havel the unsportsmanlike conduct. So it's the Brampton power play for 2 minutes, and they're within 1 goal after that long shot that beat Scott Dickey. So the extra Ranger player in there just serving the extra 2 minutes.
Exactly.
So Scott Dickey, he's talked about how good goaltenders forget about a bad goal. We'll see if he does that or not.
And without excusing what was obviously a simple gaffe on the part of Scott, without excusing it, there haven't been a lot of bad goals on Scott Dickey this year. So, I mean, if I'm the Kitchener Rangers, if I'm the players on the bench, you've got to recognize as we take a look at that goal. And you're right, Roger, it was going past the net. It was going wide. If he'd have left that puck alone, it simply goes into the corner.
Nobody's as shocked as Scott Dickey himself.